Hey, this is the boat doctor getting ready to take this big bad boy out. It's a 24 brand new 2024 Edge. Awesome boats. There's kind of the going between an 18-20 degree in the rear by say 50-55 on the degree. You got an 8-foot bottom on this thing. You got 250 on the bottom, the side, or 88, what was that, 5086? Anyway, it's top of the grade alloy. Can't remember what it was, but anyway, you got strakes down there, you got rub rails plus the top rub rails, so you're coming into a dock, your bumpers are right on that instead of on the side of the boat. Anchor guard. This is so broad, you put this up, well, even looky here, look at the difference. So this is the widest one. Like I say, if you're going to compare this boat, you got to go to the North River and the Duckworth offshore boats with the pilot house. And this still has got more of a V. So truly one of a kind. You just can't get these everywhere. You got the top size backdrop, Ray Marine radar, the Doppler. Hey, there's Jeremiah. Hey. Oh man, he's going into trailers now. This guy's diversified. All right, so anyway, you got the large keyholes, you got the windows top, dual wipers, lifting eyes, must be going to Port Orford. You got the V on the trailer, which is really nice. You got the, on the trailer, these are all custom made aluminums, so you don't have the U-bolts and then the carpeted bunks. This is just like a Tilex decking, so you have less maintenance on the trailer as well. Good drains there, but when this loads up, it hits that V centers it right up into here. You know, the Propulsion style roller, real heavy keel strip, good welds, so it doesn't leave black marks. The black ones will leave black marks. Good support, beefed up, nice way they did that. Spare tire, 2-inch ball, brake fluid, should check that just to make sure, but these have got to be pulled all the way. There you go. So I'm going to put this here. There you go. Yep, it's full. Good job, guys, because I know it don't come from the factory that way. Round 7, 5086. And you got, I think it's the same on the rear deck on the alloy. Rear entry door, you got your gas fill back here. You got your tie down straps from there to there. You got a heavy reverse on here. You got a reverse and a delta, and what do they call it? Yeah, delta pad. See that flat pad going back there? What it does is it comes up like this, or down like this, and then comes up. Then that helps the lift. I helped Ruben design these way back. So you got your zinc right there. You got trim tabs, and the 24. Yeah, they actually help you out because they give you another ½ foot in the back, even if they're trimmed up. It just kind of keeps it there. Even say you didn't have those, you'd feel it lean a little bit more, but with those on even up, then it actually, the water comes back and helps straighten the boat out. But if you really need it, they are there. Ping pong cell bailers. You got a 300 V6 15x15 stainless Yamaha saltwater 2, I bet you. Yep, that's the way you want to go on those. If you look at these here, see how thick it is here, and it gets thinner down here. That cuts through the water. And this, when you're flushing this out, this got the, you got pickup there and a pickup there. They got a bullet flusher that you can get on here, and then you would run another flusher, and you could actually use 3 if you wanted to. These V6 take a little longer at home to get water to flow. Even at the water, they take like 15 to 20 seconds before they pump water out. That's the way they are, because it's got to go through that V6. So if you're going to do it at home, you don't have that bullet one flusher, go ahead and duct tape that and just put your regular earmuffs on there, start it, or put the water to it full force, then start the motor. When you get done, shut the motor off, then turn the water. Always have water going to it. Here's a pee hole here. Right here's your freshwater flush. Here's your trim right here, and this doesn't seem to bother this. These, they don't, these are what, trailer, and hopefully that works. That's your trim sensor, cam sensor. So anyway, these would go down, of course, but then it would push that motor down, which then would go like this. So they have what they call a wedge that you'd put on this one, not on this one, but this one, because you normally have a ground wire and a zert back here, and you bust it if you put it over there. Internal zincs, every cylinder zinc on the block. Stainless prop shaft, drive shaft, 2 coats of clear, 2 coats of primer. It is the 300. You got T99 high thrust with 11x7, 25 Yamaha gear case. Then you got this big opening in the back, big blades. This opening here is for reverse, for back pressure to release. So you got more in the back. You got the element transducer. He's going to be bringing out the, that's different. He must be using shackles or something. Kind of cool. Because right back here he integrated his lifting eye, so it must be running a stainless shackle that goes here for his lines. You got 2 here, 2 up front, and it goes into 1, and then it lifts down at Port Orford. Like I say, tie down straight down so it doesn't rub on your paint. You got all the mag wheels, they're black inserts. You got the brushed aluminum on the out. They've got these buddy bearings here that I think they're 5 to 10 years. You don't have to touch them. And 2-step ladder. There's your gas vent, grab handle, ski pylon, bed line it all the way. That's the way to do it, because you're walking in and out of here. It's the non-slip or non-skid slip. They painted this here, kind of give it a little accent color. Downrigger pads. I mean, this boat pretty much comes standard with all these options. Where a lot of boat you'd have to add that. So if you want to compare these like to another brand, you'd have to sit there. And I think we got the block and stuff in back, and here he is bringing the stuff. You can just put it right here if you want. Rear deck light. There's your anchor light, but with the radar, this is a pretty big size radar, HD color. That is on. I got to turn it off, but so that one you're gonna have a little issue using that. I'm gonna put this down. Yes, until I get done. Now this here you can use a bunch of different ways. This is like a towing like a skier. Out there's a tuber, wakeboarder up there. There's a fish box. You got your kicker. Now make sure you tilt it this way, then tilt it up. Be careful not to trim it all the way up when it's like this. Reason is you got your reactor at 40 right here. Right here is your main power and oh, what do you call it? Shoot, going brain dead. Anyway, power and your data and everything from this autopilot. So if you have it the other way, you could be pushing pressure on that and break that. So just make sure you tilt it that way. Inspection cap to get to the lower bolt holes. Nice rigging job. And this 300 is a perfect power. Wash down. Like I say, this is an 8-foot bottom, and you're looking at a 104 beam on this, deep inside. All diamond plate, flat finish, gray, which then all the water will run into here, into a trough, right out your self bailers. It'll run down there into that trough, run out. Good idea. Dual Durocells. You got your battery switch. This is Suzuki. That's funny because so that's telling me it probably come from Reuben, which I would change that out. I know it's got that bowl on the bottom of it, but go to the Yamaha 10 micron. They got a 5 paper element. These are probably only a 2. You got your primer bulbs here. There's your wash down there. Now on the wash down pump, that's a wash down pumping right there. That picks up directly from the bottom from your wash down. Before they used to go out the back. So now this will pick up basically at any time, any speed, except for full throttle maybe. There's your drain plug, and that's at the very bottom of the boat. And like I say, it goes up like this. It's like a V, so all the water traps into here. But these got a deep belly in them, so you want, when you park it at the home, you want to make sure these things are lifted up pretty high, because they'll look like they're high and they're not if you put a level to them, like that boat right there, that edge. You can say, well, that thing's level. Not, you got the big deep bow in that sucker, so that water will trap down in there, so you think the water's out until you pull it up the hill, and then all of a sudden you got water pumping out your bilge pump. Use some good grease on that. That's a drain plug. Take that out every time you're done. And if you have it moored in the water for some reason, just put a good like grease in there, because you don't want that to sit in too long or it'll gold. That's like in any boat. But that's a good drain system. These are locks. You can just shut this up here, lock it up. like I say, rear entry door. And then I like this step up, so if you do have just a little bit of water, rainwater, it stops and goes back instead of inside. You just got to, you know, remember to step down and step up. You don't just going out, so where sometimes you could trip and fall, but hey, just be careful of that. You got your storage, you got your grab handles. I remember when we added those, there's no need for the back. You can rip your shoulder out, that way you can hang on there. Grab handles there, grab handles here. You could use that bar. Got weep holes, so if you did get water in there, it's going to drain out the side. LED light. And this is like super humongous. So I gotta do that. Hello in there. Yeah, okay, that's deep. USB ports right there. I would put a false wall. I shouldn't be. I'll leave it there. You can ask me when you pick up the boat. Okay, you got some storage down here. Now, if you're storing this in a garage and you have a full tank of gas, this is so deep. But the problem is that fuel tanks right back into here. So any kind of fumes on a hot day, it would go underneath, and then it goes down up underneath there and then recirculates. So once in a while you may have a gas smell. So what I would tell you to do, if you had some type of if you're storing it and you just filled it to the top, that's why I say storing it, leave it down to a quarter tank. But I'd get some kind of an exhaust fan to like a blower system and hook into this so it can expel it. Like say if you've been letting it sit, ductwork does that too. I mean, they all have that little